In 2008, archaeologists made a surprising and puzzling discovery in the historic city of Seville, Spain. During an excavation, a skeleton of unknown origin was unearthed, sparking curiosity and debate among historians and scientists alike. The remains, buried deep beneath the city, lacked clear identification, and its unusual burial context added to the mystery. Despite extensive studies, the identity of this ancient individual and the circumstances surrounding their death remain unsolved, leaving us with more questions than answers. The discovery, unearthing the unknown skeleton was found during an archaeological dig near the Alcázar of Seville, a palace complex with deep historical significance dating back to Moorish times. Archaeologists were exploring layers of Seville's past when they stumbled upon the well-preserved skeletal remains. The find was unexpected, as the area had been previously thought to be free from any major burials. The skeleton appeared to be human, but the unusual location and the lack of accompanying artifacts, such as personal belongings or burial markers, made it stand out from other finds in the region. Typically, graves from historical periods in Seville were marked with religious symbols or accompanied by grave goods, especially during times when Christian or Muslim influences dominated the city. What was unusual about the skeleton? Several factors made this discovery particularly strange. Lack of burial context. There were no clear signs indicating a typical burial. No coffin or protective structure was found around the body, and no religious symbols or items typically associated with a burial were present. This led archaeologists to believe that the skeleton might have been buried hastily or under unusual circumstances. Age of the skeleton. Initial tests suggested that the remains dated back to the late medieval period or early Renaissance, placing them somewhere between the 14th and 16th centuries. This time period was a pivotal moment in Seville's history, marked by the transition from Muslim to Christian rule and a thriving trade economy during Spain's Golden Age. Anomalies in the bones. The skeleton showed signs of trauma, with several bones fractured, suggesting that the individual may have died violently or suffered injuries before death. However, the exact cause of death could not be determined, leaving open the possibility that this person was involved in some significant historical event, possibly a conflict or an execution. Who was the unknown person? Despite extensive study, the identity of the individual remains a mystery. There are a few theories, however, based on the context of the burial and historical clues. 1. A victim of political or religious conflict. Seville, during the medieval period, was a city of great political and religious tension. The Christian reconquest of Spain, completed in 1492, brought with it religious persecution, especially of Muslims and Jews. It is possible that the skeleton belonged to someone who was executed or killed during one of these periods of unrest, perhaps a prisoner or a political dissident who met a tragic end. As a bustling trading hub and one of the richest cities in Europe during the 16th century, Seville was a melting pot of various cultures and individuals, each contributing to the city's vibrant history. This skeleton could very well belong to a notable figure whose name has been lost to time, perhaps a merchant, soldier, or traveler whose presence in Seville coincided with a critical period in the city's development. However, the lack of burial care and the absence of any identifying markers also suggest another possibility, that this individual was an outcast or marginalized person. During the medieval and Renaissance periods, those who died in disgrace, such as criminals or excommunicated individuals, were often buried in unmarked graves with little ceremony. The true story behind the skeleton remains elusive. Following its discovery, researchers conducted DNA tests and thorough bone analyses to glean more information. Despite their efforts, no definitive genetic matches were found, and attempts to link the skeleton to known historical figures in Seville's past were unsuccessful. Isotopic analysis did provide some insight into the individual's diet and lifestyle, indicating a Mediterranean diet that was typical of the region, but it failed to reveal much about their origins. This ongoing mystery has captivated the public, fueling calls for more advanced forensic techniques like facial reconstruction to unveil additional clues about the person's identity. Yet, the passage of time and the sparse contextual evidence make it highly unlikely that the full story will ever come to light. The skeleton uncovered in Seville remains an enduring enigma, a testament to the complex and layered history hidden beneath our cities. While many questions about this person remain unanswered, who they were, how they lived, and how they met their end, the discovery tantalizes us with a fragmentary glimpse into the past. This unknown figure from Seville continues to fascinate, reminding us of the countless untold stories that await discovery in the annals of history.